Alright, what's going on? So, today I'm going to be doing a deck profile on my own original deck. This is something whoops, I accidentally hit the microphone. Hopefully I didn't hurt your ears, but this is my own original concept. I kind of thought of it when I was thinking, because thing is, I want to play Fire King, but I don't want to run no stupid Sinful Spoils engine. I don't want to run, you know, the meta version. I want to run Fire King as like my core. That's what I want my deck to kind of revolve around. So I started testing, and uh, the new level 4 can be summoned out with Raid Raptor Arsenal Falcon. The thing about that is you need two level 7s. We only make level 8s and 4s with Fire King. So I got to thinking, what are some engines? I started out with Kashtira, but it's just so difficult and bricky. Like almost 99% of the time. Oh, not 99% of the time. I'd say your success rate with Kashtira is like 70% chance that you even get to do that whole combo line. Or like to draw into that combo line, because it's not a one card combo. And it surely doesn't do anything else besides make that Falcon. So I was thinking again, what's a non-lock engine that can help? Melodious. They make level 7s and do not lock you. So, let's get into the deck profile. I play 3 Ponyx. This is our starter. We want to draw into this as much as possible, because this is Fire King Melodious, not Snake Eyes or anything. The Melodious engine is just there to help push Fire King. I play 2 Olcanex. You can run 3 if you want, but with that engine, I basically have like even more copies of Olcanex. So I don't want to, brick on it too much, but I still want to have the option. I don't know. I'm playing 2 right now. I'll test with 3 because it is a starter, but it is a 1.5 starter, whereas this is just a 1 starter. So, yeah. I play 3 Garunix. Comes up in grind games, and just the way I built this deck, you always want to have something in your hand, and he's one of the best options. I play 2 Arvada for the negate, 3 Kieran, 1 Rain Bali, and 1 Garunix. This is a target for Olcanex, and then this is just a spell negate if I'm going against like Branded or something. Something where they have 1 big power spell. I play 2 Sanctuary and 2 Island. I don't think there's a case for playing 3 of each or 1 of each. This is your main starter, and or not your main starter, but this is a part of your main combo, and this deck is able to do its main combo technically multiple times. Like, you can repeat the action of Ponyx, get Sanctuary, whatever. So it's just nice to have like the extra backup in the deck, and like I said, this is a Fire King Island, and then this is just Island itself. So very good. I play 1 over Atlantis. I think this card is really underrated. Do I want to draw it 9 times out of 10? Not really. If I was playing just pure Fire King, this is absolutely a 3 of. But in this, I kind of just want to see it every now and then. Trigger some stuff, but I don't want to brick on it. And then I have Flying Skyburn for just the board wipe and getting rid of back row. And now for the Melodious engine, we run 3 Songstress, 1 Couplet, 1 Diva, and then we play 1 Maestra. Let me see the name real quick. I don't have it yet, but I'm gonna get it by next locals and be running it. But it's the main way we get out our rank 7. Let me see. Sophina. So this is supposed to be... Oh, no. Chopina. Chopina, the Melodious Maestra. It's level 7 Melodious. It's the one with the little keyboard. Once returned, target 1 light fairy, add it to your hand, but then you are locked into light monsters. We don't use it for that effect. We use it as a body. So technically it can be a Garnet, but because it's a fusion deck, it can also just be material at the same time, depending on what you draw into. So the likelihood of it just being a pure Garnet isn't that high. I run 3 Ostinato. Best starter, you wanna open this 9 times out of 10. You want to open this. Either this and a Fire King card, or you want to get the Couplet and a Fire King card. Or not Couplet, Songstress. Because usually you can get into your Fire King engine without using your normal summon. Or no, you can get into your Melodious engine with this without using your normal summon, so you can normal summon. But then when you use Songstress, you can usually do your plays without needing it. So yeah. And then 1 Concerto for the extra fuse in case we need it. And a draw. I play 2 OSS. I don't have any search targets for this. This is just kind of a way to kind of still get some value out of a broken Melodious combo. Like if they interrupt me during the Melodious combo, alright, well I guess I'll just tribute it off and get a free body. I mean, it's a body on board. 9 times out of 10, I'm going to have a Melodious thing going, so... You know, it's a good card. You don't really need the search. I play 3 Ash, 3 Imperm, and 1 Nib. And there's a reason why we play 1 Nib. I don't know why nobody's realized this, but this deck is insane. It does not care if it gets nibbed at all. This deck does not care if its end board gets nibbed. I will pass to my opponent, and I will use all my interruption, and then finish it with nib. And then I'll just use... the Promethean Princess to get rid of it. Like, okay, what'd you do? My board's already back with Promethean. What'd you think was gonna happen? Like, this card is so insane in this deck, so I just have spoiler, I play Gallant Granite just so I can search it. But if you want to, you could also play it as a 3-of, side the other 2 or something. But let's get into the extra. So I play 1 IP and 1 Sunlight Wolf in the extra. Now, Sunlight Wolf is usually something pretty, normal for this deck, Fire King. But through my testing that I've done so far, I've not summoned this guy once. There might be a use case scenario, and I just haven't gotten to it yet. But this guy, I don't know. If there's anything I'd cut right now, it's probably this for if you have, like, your own personal version. Or, I'd probably cut this for an SP. I don't have my SP in this deck right now, but... I've been trying stuff. Then I play Promethean, Unicorn, Amblo Whale, and Zelanthus. You just go into IP, then you go into Promethean, then you go into Amblo Whale. That's kind of like the process of elimination. Amblo Whale, when it's destroyed by card effect by Promethean in the grave, it'll summon back IP, and then you can do some link plays with just the free bodies. I'm playing an Unicorn as one of those targets, or as the main target, I should say. I need some actual other opinions of what I should run, because I don't want to just run a bunch of nightmares, and that's all my targets. I want to run towers or something that can at least interact on my opponent's board during their turn. So give me some suggestions. I play 1 Dweller and 1 Gallant Granite, because if you open your Fire King stuff and it pops off, you don't need that Ulcanix anymore. That Ulcanix is going to be used with the Melodious engine to make a level 4 for free. Depending on what I'm going against, Abyss Dweller. Okay, I know you lose to Nib. I'm going Gallant Granite, bro. It does not matter. That is what is going to happen. It's so nice. Then I play the Arsenal Falcon. This is how we summon our Ulcanix very consistently. So, then I play Garunix Eternity, Hyang of the Fire King. I play Photon Lord and then Typhon. This you could cut for an SP, that you could cut for an SP. I just don't have it in the deck right now. I don't really use it too much with this deck. To be honest, they usually, if anybody does something, they try and prevent Amblo Whale from getting out IP. So, it doesn't happen too often, but obviously do what you find necessary. This is kind of a deck that you can mold to your preference or what you think would probably be best with it. But yeah, Then I play the 2 Baka. Uh, I play the second one because there's a way to make both of these on your first turn, or you can just do Maestro with the level 7. It's just personal preference, whatever you think, whatever route. Personally, I'm not really ever going for the second one. I usually just summon the other one for main that's level 7. But if you wanted to get rid of that brick in the main deck, you could get rid of it, put in Called By, whatever, and just do it this way. But I mainly use it for grind game because there's, I don't know how many times I've drawn Ostinato, dude, in a grind game online. It's insane. Then I just run Schuberta just as a body. Because if I brick completely, well, there's not really a way to brick completely in this deck. It's just like normal summon, whatever. I already have the level 5 in hand. I'll just search for the field spell and make this guy. Or not search for the field spell. Search for the fusion spell and then pass. But yeah. I guess I can do like a little combo tutorial, kind of, real quick. We can start off with, let me just do Ostinato. Actually, I think I like Songstress better. Let's just do Songstress. Let's see. Songstress, fireking Island, and then any of these guys, any of your choosing. I think I usually actually do Ulcanix for reasons later. But we want to have these cards guaranteed. This is a 3-card combo, but this is going to be your strongest board. And you think it's hard to do because it's 3 cards, but these 3 cards are really easy to come into rotation. It's just easier when you have them in your hand. Personally, I think the Refrain normal is more powerful than Ostinato. So we just need to have a hand that can supplement that. It doesn't even need to be Ulcanix, to be honest. We could do it with Sacred Fire Grunix, and it would probably end the same. So let me shuffle real quick. Shuffle, shuffle. Still shuffling. Still shuffling. Alright. Cut. We'll add 1, 2, just my... Okay. We're just going to pretend Nibiru wasn't there because I want to showcase it in the combo. Nibiru is a brick for this combo. Usually it doesn't matter if you draw it, but I just want to show off. Okay, Skyburn, why are all my 1-ofs being drawn? You guys never get drawn in a hand where I'm trying to teach something. I swear to God. Okay, there we go, Kieran. That's fine. Quit giving me 1-ofs. Alright, so how we start this is we're going to summon refrain effect. We're going to add the couplet. I can find it. And also, if you open refrain plus another Melodious, it can 9 times out of 10 it's going to turn into a Gallant Grey Knight instantly, and then you can just fusion summon. Or can you fusion? I don't know. But 9 times out of 10, I'm going to make a rank 4 before anything else. If I have another Melodious in hand. Enough yapping. Set the scale. Whoops. Uh-oh. Oopsie. That didn't happen. You guys didn't see a thing. Let's see. We want to search for Concerto. Alright. So we got our Concerto. We're gonna Melodious Concerto these 2 away. Go at the top of the extra deck. I actually never knew this till like a couple weeks ago because I never play Pendulums. They only go to the top of the extra deck if they leave the field. That is the only way they go to the top of the extra deck. So that's something I learned, and now I play the deck. Let's see. So we go into Maestra. 1, 2, 3. Set themselves back in the zones. Maestra. We can do... You know what I think? I think for this combo, I'll showcase the rank 4 stuff, because we have the other stuff in hand. There's so many routes you can take with this deck, it's insane. Refrain effect to send. I play Arya, just because I feel like it's the best level 4 in Melodious. This can really be any level 4 Melodious you want, but the non-targeting stuff can come in handy sometimes. So that's now in the graveyard, right? We'll activate Fireking Sanctuary. God dang it, dude! I keep knocking it over. I don't know why I keep doing that. Sorry for a little behind the scenes cut, but not behind the scenes cut, a little behind the scenes fix up. We'll search for island. Or place island, I should say, my fault. This is just an empty Fireking. It doesn't do anything when itself is destroyed, so that's why we're using him. But really, this combo will go the same route either way. So we'll do that. I think... Yeah, I think we add... we add Olcnex for that. Or no. No, we don't. What am I talking about? We get Ponyx. Ponyx effect. We're going to grab a Fireking card. Specifically a Spell Trap. So I guess we'll get Skyburn. So yeah, I'm sorry about that. Olcnex is not required in this combo. This is just the rank 4 combo. So we're going to use Ponyx and Baka to go into IP. And then Baka lets us target one Melodious Engrave and summon that. And then, guess what? We get to go into Gallant Granite. Or Abyss Dweller, depending on what you want, but we're going to go Gallant Granite because I think he's cooler. Activate Gallant Granite. Where are you, Nib? There you are. Add Nib. Oh, I forgot. You also get a free draw off of when your Baka goes to grave, so we'll just do that real quick. I kind of forgot it in the chain link. We got Songstress. Doesn't matter. It's basically... These are basically blank cards. Now. We have 5 in hand again. This is the only one we've searched. In this 3-card combo. That's very common to happen. Basically any way you can get to Shuberta and one of these islands is full combo, essentially. That's really what I need to chalk it up to be. So I guess because we did Granite, we can link off. Like I said, I don't know what personally is the best combo right now. To me, I'm just doing what I think feels the best. I'll activate Princess. Summon Ponyx. And then... Look, we have achieved what was already deemed the best pure Fireking board with the Nibiru in hand. Guaranteed. Now, if we didn't want to do that, we could also get a guaranteed Dweller on board by using whatever other cards we have in hand. We opt Obviously, if you're playing this deck, you're going to have something else, even if you don't use the rank 4 for the summon. But, yeah. I guess I'll do one just kind of freestyle hand as well. That's kind of like the best combo. It's just a combination of the fireking stuff along with Melodious. That's mainly what you're going to end on, but I've had stuff where I end on the Galaxy Lord, Abyss Dweller, and the fireking stuff. Like, I think this deck is... I'm not saying it's the greatest thing in the world, but I think this deck is slept on. Like, this deck is heavily slept on. I don't know why nobody thought of using Melodious. They were probably thinking of too big of a package or something. But a guaranteed level 4 plus the fireking. The fireking endboard is already really good in like Snake Eyes or whatever. But it's even better here. I guess we'll do Sanctuary. Sanctuary effect. Place fireking. I just want to have that straight off the bat. We'll activate Ostinato. I will use Refrain and Aria. So we use those two. We make Baka effect. Summon. Refrain effect, add Melodious couplet. Activate couplet effect, add concerto. I will say this deck is probably a little susceptible to Droll. There's like certain stuff you can do to play around Droll. I'm not sure what's the best course of action though. Like I've said, I just invented the deck. I haven't like, you know, taken it through like a training session or whatever to figure out what's best. But yeah. I guess now I will activate Fireking Island, get rid of that Ponix. This is essentially the combo I was talking about before. Do we get Old Connects? Do we have another fire in hand? We don't. I guess we go... Whoops. Hit it again. I guess we go for Garunix probably on. Grab Garunix. Garunix summon. Garunix send Olknex. Olknex effect. Summon the original Garunix. I did this over Kieran to preserve Kieran's in the deck for grind game, and because we can do it on our opponent's turn, and we can also do that later on. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, you know what? Let's just do Kieran. I think Kieran actually might be the play. Because there's no guarantee that we get another fire monster later. So, we'll do him. We get back Ponix. We'll use Ponix and Baka. Go into IP. Baka effect. Whoops, not from deck. From grave. We're gonna use... You can use Aria, you can use Refrain. It doesn't really matter. I guess I'll use Refrain. Actually, you know what? Yeah, it doesn't matter. I keep changing my mind. We'll do that. We'll go into Gallant Granite. We'll get rid of the Aria. We'll add Nib. And yes, with Ostinato, we could have done an Olknex play now that I'm realizing it, but this is just my route that I decided to take this time. I don't know what the best route is currently. I'm sure somebody watching might be able to figure it out, but there's multiple different lines. You can either end on the 4 and the Fireking line, just the Fireking line, or the 4, 8, and the Fireking line, depending on how you sequence your stuff. Um, oh, you know what? I misplayed. Hold on. Let's retrace our steps real quick. So this is what the board was before. We're going to use concerto, actually. No, not those two. We're going to use these two. No, I guess we do just use these two. Let's get another Baka on field. But the difference is we get our draw off of concerto. Kieran, whatever. I didn't shuffle. That's basically the difference. I just forgot to do that part. Send that back. Do granite, Ponix, and him. Where is it? Am I tripping? Where did I just put my IP? Oh, there it is. There we go. Do these. Yeah, we'll do these. Like this is one of the instances where Abyss Dweller, you could make Dweller if you want to, but I just preferred Nib because they're gonna be worried about what's on your board. They're gonna like who's gonna put up an Omni Negate when they still have to break through your whole fireking engine. The fireking engine in itself is really good and it floats into itself. So that's why I kind of do that. We'll do her bring back. I guess it doesn't really matter. Bring back Ponix. Then we'll just go into our dude. Our Amblo Whale. And we got a Garunix on field. Since I have a Kieran in hand, I guess I'll just pop that preemptively so we have it for later. So we can trigger. We got Fire King to blow up the entire board. We still have cards in hand. I never drew off this. But what we are going to have... Oh, no, we're not going to have Ponix, are we? Will we? Does it have to be once it's sent? After this card was destroyed and sent during the standby phase. Oh, so it is still sent. So it's still added back to the hand. Because it's not like... as long as it is destroyed. Because I know Garunix, after you pop it once and it comes back by another card's effect, if that'll basically turn off its effect to come back in the standby phase and destroy the field. But I think this one is just like if it's destroyed in general at any point in the turn, it adds itself back. But yeah, for next turn we have Firestorms of Atlantis to get a free draw and trigger this guy in grave, assuming they break our board but we're still alive. And then we can do Kieran, pop a card on field, more stuff happens. This is just such... I don't know. I need to do more testing, but if anybody who's like a pro player watches this, I don't know, break the deck, please. Break this strategy. Teach me how I should be playing it. Because this is something I just toolboxed. I don't know the finer plays. Unlike the Kashtira version, where it was always the same thing, this one isn't. Like, this depends on the Melodious and how I open with that and how I open with Fire King with it. Instead of Kashtira, it's like, oh, I have everything in hand already. I guess I'll just use the Kashtira as a supplementary engine. A part of the already Fire King endboard. This adds to the endboard other disruption. Personally, I think this is better. I think this is full on better than the cash version. But I know some dude's cooking up on Twitter. But yeah. I guess I'll see you guys next time. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like. Yeah, see ya.